Hey, you guys, it's your girl Kiv, all up in the building, all up on your screen. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It is currently nighttime here. So, yes, your girl is in her PJs. This is as far as she go with the camera. Okay, I'm relaxing. And I'm relaxing on purpose. Like I said, it's nighttime, it's bedtime. Sister should be asleep somewhere. And I'm up recording because I was thinking, like always, and I prefer to like record things on the spot as opposed to like always having a set time to record. So that's why sometimes you see these videos and they're so like not planned. I want to keep it like that. I like that. You know what I mean? So I was watching something on Instagram and it was a couple and they were talking about insecurity and how a woman can get to a secure point in her life and how people can get to a secure point in their life. And I was just wondering, like, is there really ever a time where you're no longer insecure about stuff? Because like even me recording right now, I'm kind of insecure because I don't have any makeup on. Your girl is in her natural state. She's not ugly at all. I don't care what anybody thinks or says. Somebody be like, somebody's ugly to everybody. Like, no, just get out of my face. You know what I mean? Like that. So, even coming on here with no makeup on, just being my natural self, you know, there's minor moments of insecurity. Like, is somebody gonna talk mess about me? Somebody gonna be in the comments over there gangster thumbing? Like, when does that go away? Like, when does that leave? Cause I'll be real, like I don't feel like I have that many insecurities until the moment arises. Is that just me? Where you feel like you're cool, you're confident, and then something happens like, oh, you have to perform, and all of a sudden you're like insecure about the gift that you know you have? Is that just me? Like, what do you do about that? Anybody else? Because listen, what I refuse to do or be is 80 years old with insecurities. You can just take me on to glory at this point. Like, I don't need to be here if I'm feeling insecure, Lord. At 80, I feel like all insecurities just go out the window. I think that's why they say what they want. They be doing what they want. Like, that just sound like the life. Why don't we be able to start that off younger? You know what I mean? Can I have that courage now? Because there's some things, I'll even talk about it. One of my insecurities used to be my legs. If you follow me on Divine Key Creations, my Instagram, you will see nothing but legs and shoes because that is my content on there. I'm a huge sneakerhead, so you'll see a lot of that. So definitely, go check it out here, little plug. Go ahead, Divine Key Creations, look her up. Go ahead and follow. Help her increase her number count. Let me get to 1,000, followers. Anyway, but when I post my pictures of my legs, I always feel like insecure about it because like I see women like Fashion Nova models and stuff like that and their legs are just like beautiful. They look like beautiful women's legs who have never really had to carry a heavy load. They never really had to carry a heavy load. Meanwhile, my Lex over here looks like she's a runner, she's a track star. She's gonna run away when it gets hard. Ooh, 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 ooh. No lie. My legs, because I used to do sports, because, I guess I could say I was an athlete to some degree because I was in marching band, basketball, I've played volleyball, I've played tennis, I've done cheerleading as an adult. That should be a story. That should be a story time. I was a cheerleader as an adult and had never cheerleaded a day in my life until I was like 21. But I made the team. Crazy. But with all those years of like strengthening my body, my legs have definitely shown proof of all of it. So for years, like I used to hide my legs. Like, I was the jean queen, okay? I was the pants queen. I refused to wear shorts until literally, I want to say, when that germ came around, it was knocking us out one by one. Yeah, that one. Uh, it was only then that I started deciding that I wanted to change my style of dress for a little bit. So I decided to buy a bunch of different short sets from Fashion Nova. Shout out Fashion Nova. That is the place. Go ahead and sponsor your girl. Go sponsor your girl. Anyway, but I started getting shorts And when I put them on, I still felt like my legs look strong. Okay? My legs look like it can take out the finest of men. Um but I just like kind of forced myself to wear them. And now I've been wearing shorts, I want to say about 2 years now. About 2 years every summer. And now you can catch me in shorts outside. And it's funny because I had to force myself to do it. It wasn't like a real want. It was like, okay, like, sis, is there really anything wrong with your legs? Other than the fact that they look diesel? They look like they can choke somebody out if need be. Yes, that's it. But when did that go away? You know? When does that come to an end? Because, like, even as a kid, I used to have certain insecurities about my skin color, about like my nose. Like, my nose was the biggest thing for whatever reason. When I was in school, that was the biggest, like, bullying part of life. They'd be like, "You got a big nose." And I'm like, "Okay, so what am I supposed to do with it?" Because listen, my favorite star did something about it and it turned out wrong. And me and him got the same nose. We don't have them noses for surgery. Okay? My bridge is flat. It blends in with my face. It's melting in there. They can't do nothing but a snip. They can't do nothing but a pinch. That's all they can do. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. And it's crazy because this world has created people that aren't okay with imperfections because we have come to a place where anything we find as a fault or as a blemish or as whatever it is, we cut it away, we hide it, we get surgery, we mask it up. It's like being a natural human being isn't allowed anymore. And that doesn't make sense. And then you get bashed for things you can't control. People will bash you for having a gap. People will bash you for having a big nose. People will bash you for being too dark skinned as if you have control. Like, this is not a thermometer. This is not a temp thing where we can go and, oh, it's hot in here. Let me turn the air on. Like, oh, I'm dark today. Let me press the light skin button. Like, that doesn't work. Like, when is that going to come to an end? You know what I mean? Because I feel like it's tripping up a lot of folks. Now, granted, a lot of people's like scars when it comes to insecurities really do stem from childhood and stem from the bullying of childhood. And it takes a lot to get through it because at one point people was acting like I was just the darkest of the darkest people. And it took me till I was older to be like, girl, you is a brown bear. You is the cocoa goddess. What do you mean? What do you mean? Because people literally used to just be like, you're black, you're black. And so when people say things, it kind of makes you wish that you were something else. But what about that? Eventually you'll shake it off. But I feel bad for the people who are always critically analyzed and critically like talked about and dissected. And I feel like that's huge on social media, that people feel like they can say whatever they want to you and it's okay. Like, it's not going to affect your mental health and the way you see yourself. And you can, affirm these great affirmations over yourself. But it's always a fight when you have so many other voices with something to say. You know what I mean? Like, you may be able to feel comfortable or confident in something, and then that one person will be like, meh, it ain't all that. And then for the rest of, the day, you're focused on that. Like, why? When does that stop? Can somebody teach me? Is there some video out there that can help with these types of things? Because, like, I feel like it's a human problem. It's something that should be discussed more in detail and talked about and like really cared for with some type of caution, because really words linger. And that's the craziest thing about life, is that words and action linger forever. But more specifically, words. Because people can say, oh, you're ugly, but they're not going to come up to you in your face and tell you ugly. Well, not too many. But you know what I mean? Like, you get so many comments like, oh, Are you a man? Are you a woman? Well, my birth canal tells me that I am here to give birth to the earth. So obviously she's a girl. You know what I mean? Like, cause I see the rudest of comments under certain like people's pages, and I'm just like, why? You would never say this to them in person. So why are you like dragging them so hard? Do you not understand that this makes them feel insecure? Even the strongest of people have been broken by the internet and by words. It's just crazy. When does it come to an end? What's the remedy? What are the answers to that? And people be like, tough skin, tough skin. Yeah, but tough skin, even tough skin can get a rip. Like, even a tough skin can bleed. There's still a heart on the other side of that tough skin. So, why are we treating people like we don't have feelings ourselves? Why do we say stuff to people like if somebody said that to us, we wouldn't feel some type of way about it? I don't know. Just late night chit chat and thought. So when do the insecurities end? Because listen, when I'm in my 80s, I don't care what you say about nothing. I'm not going to care about anything. And if I do, I'm going to be upset that I do care. You know? When does that go away? When do you finally let it go? Like, okay, I don't have this. I don't look like that. I will never be this size. I will never be this shapely. I will never be that skin color. I will never have, a mansion. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. When does that like not affect you mentally? Let me know. Anybody else be going through, stuff like that where they feel insecure and you literally have to force yourself to get over it? Because I feel like that's the best way to do it. Just like I force myself to wear shorts, like I have to force myself to put out content. I need to force myself to put my artwork out. I have to force myself to do it because, like, me, myself, I will stay a little hermit in my little insecure ball. Even if people pat me on the back, even if somebody say, "Oh, Kia, you look beautiful today," or "Oh, Kia, like you're really great," like I still will be a hermit because I'm afraid of like what other people think or what other people say. Like, when does that go away? You know? Anyway, that's my little chit chat for today. Little food for thought. I'm still gonna be thinking about it. Let me know what you think in the comment section. How are you living life? And I will see you guys later. Bye.